Let's continue to go from bad to worse. Hey everybody, Scott Walters, welcome to the channel. If you're new, I want to thank you for coming. If you're returning, I want to thank you for your continued support. Before we get into today's red hot topic, I'm going to politely ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Please watch to the end for my final thought. Hit the bell icon so you're notified when new videos are released. It's very important to stay close to the channel in these very, very tricky times. All right, folks, welcome to the channel. It's always an honor and a privilege to be with you. I hope you're all doing great. Buckle up and strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it. No rainbows and sunshine, or lollipops, or puppy dogs, or candy sprinkles, or fairy dust, or magic tricks. Just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. And friends, it's just like insane the things that we continue to have to cover here as we wake people up to understand, guess what, friends? We overheated the U.S. economy. It can't tolerate that kind of growth anymore, and it's delivering its blowback. We overstimulated the economy like on hyperspeed. We put it on steroids. Who in their right mind thought this could sustain itself? We have to unpackage a pretty serious one today. And before we get started, I just want to say, I hope everybody enjoyed their Labor Day weekend. In fact, today we're going to do a little people watching. We're going to go outside. I'm going to take you on a walk down a California beach as we continue to talk about the topic today. And we're going to run a news article that one of you guys sent me, a subscriber. And this is going to be a tough one to unpackage because it's so very serious. I don't even know how. I'm going to do my best to really be, tasteful, a gentleman as we unpackage this one. I mean, it warrants that. Is the CEO of Bed Bath and Beyond thought it would be better to jump from his luxury New York apartment to his death than see his company fail. Insane. Listen, friends, I've always said this is the real estate channel, much bigger than real estate. Like I always say, I went through the last financial crisis, and and that's the thing, I don't care how big you've grown, and we're going to see this with people that are going to go upside down in their houses. In your mind, in our little world, our mind, things are serious, and people were doing this in the last housing crisis, the last foreclosure crisis. They put so much pressure to get that house. When they lost the house, mentally they were unprepared to handle it, and people were doing the same thing as this guy did. Just recently, 50-year-old guy. I mean, listen, man, it's never that bad. Like I was about to say, I don't regret having gone through the financial struggles I went through, and they might not on paper have been as big as what this gentleman was going through. In my mind, it was just as big. And that's why I really want to have a serious conversation today so we can examine not only our financial fitness, our mental strength. We've got to be ready to weather a storm. That's why I always say stay centered and surrounded with like-minded people. Iron sharpens iron. If you've been watching this channel, you'll hear that a lot here because that is in fact the truth. If you're new, please subscribe right away. There's never been a more important time in history to get forward thinking, critical thinking as you heat map and temperature check the health, the financial fitness of our economy. It's on a house of cards. The dominoes are falling. Let's go ahead and roll some footage, continue the conversation, then we'll meet back here and wrap this one up. Let's get started. All right, friends, this is going to be a tough one. Bed Bath & Beyond executive jumped to his death from high-rise apartment balcony, source tells CNN. In New York, a man who jumped to his death from a high-rise apartment in Manhattan has been identified by New York City Police Department as Gustavo Arnold. A law enforcement source told CNN Arnold is the chief financial officer of Bed Bath & Beyond. They said he died after jumping from the 18th floor balcony of his high-rise apartment. The NYPD said in a statement Sunday that Arnold, 52, was found unconscious and unresponsive outside his luxury 57-story skyscraper in the neighborhood of Tribeca around 12:30 p.m. Friday. The law enforcement source told CNN Sunday that Arnold's wife witnessed him jump. The source said while no suicide note was found, no criminality is suspected. And the story goes on to conclude an investigation will be conducted. We'll wait and see if there's any more developments in this story. Now let's jump onto the beach, take a walk, and look at a Southern California Labor Day weekend and continue the conversation over there. All right, friends, welcome to the beach. It's a nice, beautiful day right here in sunny Southern California. It was well over 100 degrees on this Labor Day weekend. Even at the beach, it was insane. People are just doing their best to beat the heat. Now, unfortunately, a lot of these people we're looking at right now probably have no idea that the economy is about to suffer a massive blow. And like we just saw, our good friend Gustavo Arnold of Bed Bath & Beyond, he couldn't take it. He let the wealth effect get the best of him. And unfortunately, like I've always said, this will go from the top to the bottom. Everybody felt wealthy in their little world inside their own mind, and they went out and blew off a lot of steam like this economy could last forever. So congratulations to everybody that's been able to acknowledge the elephant in the room. When you overstimulate and inject trillions of dollars into the economy and then do the rug pull, stop all the money printing, raise interest rates, this is the blowback. And we're seeing it happen on Wall Street. And believe me, I hate to say it, there's other companies that are gonna fall as well. Now, our friend Gustavo, he'll never be able to walk a beach like this again. And that is sad because he probably put too much pressure on himself to remain wealthy and have some image of wealth. Personally, I'd be like, Gustavo, let's get you into bankruptcy. Let's get you out of this with enough money to go buy some Palm Beach condo and get you an electric bicycle and get you on the bike path. Forget about this one. We'll have to wait and see what his wife has to say. I'm sure more stuff will develop on this one. But unfortunately, this might not be the last time we hear stories like Bed Bath & Beyond. And again, this could have all been avoided if we hadn't just got the markets overstimulated with all this funny money finding its way into the investment markets. And unfortunately, millions and millions of people drank the economic Kool-Aid like this one could last forever. So congratulations. And I hope there's people on this beach today that understand, listen, this one couldn't sustain itself. It's having its blowback. Admitting there's a problem is always the first step of getting past a problem, and then accept the situation and move away from it. Never base our insides on other people's outside. Be greedy when others are fearful, fearful when others are greedy. And we created a greedy nation that thought this thing was going to go forever, and it can't. It's just mathematically impossible. So we'll do our best to continue to temperature check and heat map the economy so we can make wise decisions moving forward, not letting our highs get too high or our lows getting too low. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and hopefully come out somewhere in the middle so we can do things like this. Just go enjoy a simple walk along the beach. This was free. It cost nothing, and this is the most valuable things in life. A walk, the beauty, not the superficial, artificial world that the economy and mainstream media and the government wants you to buy into. Being a debt slave controlled by stuff we can clearly see by the story we just read, it won't buy us happiness. We cannot let these things control us. We cannot let money be our main motivator. It has to have the proper place in our life. I hope you enjoyed a little walk along the beach. Now let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back to the studio. Listen, friends, this is serious stuff, right? And again, like I've always said, you got to acknowledge the elephant in the room. The first step of getting past a problem, admit there's a problem, and then acceptance. Listen, you're gonna have some ups and downs in life. It's the way it is. Don't measure we don't want to measure our insides by other people's outsides. If I can't be super rich, then I don't want to live. Insanity. Easy come, easy go. Don't base your self-worth on your bank account. All you want to do is make sure your basic needs are met and then start doing your best to continue to build wealth. And understand it's going to go up and down. It can't always go to the moon. That's the challenge we had with this stimulated economy, courtesy of our federal government, making everybody feel rich and like they would stay rich forever. Booms and busts have always occurred in our economy. We went through a huge boom. We're heading for a bust. Your income might change. Please don't let that affect you personally, professionally, spiritually, mentally, anything. A well-balanced individual. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, somebody who wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Never let your highs get too high, your lows get too low. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst, stay somewhere in the middle. That will always be our message here as we continue to protect as many lives as possible. You're going to have so many victories, but only if you understand the severity of what just happened to our global economy. It's gonna deliver blowback. We're seeing that. It's gonna be less blindsiding for those that have at least heard this message in a way that makes at least a little bit of sense. That's ultimately gonna be what delivers us from the situation we're in, and not only do that, be able to operate in it efficiently and come out the other end smelling like a rose. If you appreciate the content, I do want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Social media links are in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on that I think you might enjoy. If you're interested in buying or selling real estate here in America, there's an email in the description for you as well. I have a network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. If you're watching from your television set today and you like this video, you're going to love the next one in your screen at this time. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. Please, please, please use it. As always, thank you for your time today. Please go make it count. I'll see you on the next video.